Hey there. This is just a little lesson in how to get to Canvas and post things on it. So start off at EduGoodies and then go to Clever. And then go to Canvas here with the red square with the white flower. So here we are on Canvas. You can see on the right it has a whole bunch of things that I need to grade. It gives you a list of to-do things. Some of it I'm not going to grade because it's just exit tickets or something. Or some of them are not even, I've got a vocabulary list. Anyway, but that's a really good thing to, it'll tell you can grade on your phone too. Um, so here's the dashboard. Here's my account. It's got some things. There's ClassGather, I guess, where the textbook will eventually be. You can get, there's a QR code, file setting notifications. I don't use this very much. Dashboard, here's the dashboard that you just saw. So courses, that's where you're going to find your courses. They should already be populated with your, let me see if I can make this bigger. They should already be populated with your classes. So look at courses, and mine, I have two. One is social studies, which has all of my regular social studies, and then I've got one section of honors. So the main social studies group has all of the students loaded in here. So you've got a menu on the left here. You've got home, modules, announcements, grades. You can customize this as you want to with settings down here. If you go to settings, you can look at your sections. A1 is my first period, 3A is third period, 4A is fourth period. Navigation, you can decide what you want students to see. You can attach apps, although that's, I'm not good at that. But you can, I've attached Kami, this app down here on the left, Kami. I haven't started using it yet, but I'm trying to attach Nearpod. I need to actually call IT and get them to help me attach that. But you can look around for the apps. The apps that I have installed are Badger, Kami, Office, Nearpod. Oh, it says I have installed Nearpod. Huh. Okay. So you should be able to use. Maybe I can use Nearpod. Oh, it says you can't retrieve the authorization number. Anyway, I need to call IT. I'll let you know what I find out. Announcements. You can create an announcement page for your classes if you want. Like there's an exam on, you can create sort of a dashboard page where you can put all your class announcements. I haven't gotten that far yet, but anyway, you can do that. And here's grades. This has got a really cool feature called Speed Grader. So my grades aren't like really pristine, and I need to clean this up a little bit. But so these are some of the assignments I've put up. I try and number them so that I can keep them in order. Depending on, here's a do now. I haven't graded these, but if I wanted to grade it, you just go into the do now, and I can't remember actually. It's not as a quiz, so I haven't used this in a year or two. So I used to use it every day when I was teaching AP Human Geography. But anyway, so I think I didn't set that do now up correctly to grade it. But you can see, so these ones are set up as quizzes. So if you want to create a quiz, if you want to create a module, and I'm doing mine in modules, this module here is called East Asia, which is what we're on, Unit 1. So, and I've got these, they're not ordered correctly. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I think I might do it by week because this is getting cumbersome. It's too many things in one little section. So I've been doing my do nows on Canvas as well. So you can look at, you can always go up here and view as student, so you can see what the students see. So I've cleaned up this left-hand menu so that there aren't very many things for them to see. And then they just go in and click on the do now for today, and this is what they'll see. It loads. And then you click on, they click on begin, and it's just a couple of quiz questions. You can set it up so that it's a text box. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But here is the do now. It's why did Buddhism become popular, and how to, and then they click on the answers, and then submit. It says you won't be able to change your answers, and then they submit. It gives them a grade, and usually they get excited and come show me their computers when they make 100. So even on the do nows, they get really excited. So that's good. It's instant feedback. Then you can return, and they can go through, and they should be able to see what they need to do. On their dashboard, they should have, well, this is a student view, so it says access denied, but usually they'll be able to see what they have to do left on their dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to go leave the student view, and I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So there's some assignment notifications up here. I don't know what that is. I'll have to go and look. Anyway, I'm not the best at this, but at least, you know, they know how to use it, and I can put my work up here. So I did the CFA, and no, I did the CFA on ZipGrade. But anyway, I connected ZipGrade to this, and then they just put in their student number, and then start the quiz. So yeah, I have to put in a valid student number. Anyway, so I did the valid student number. I set that up so they could get to ZipGrade through the. So you can actually put, and then I did the Power of One survey, which they asked us to do, and they can open the Power of One survey here, and they could take that school survey. So you can put every single thing you want to put in here as an assignment, and then you can see what's going on. So here are the things that I told them they need to do for Power School. I numbered them, and they're all, this little rocket ship or plane or whatever is a quiz format. So they, I put in 10 questions just about, and you can come in here and create your, so you can, what I did first is create a module, and then you go up here and up here in the right hand corner of this blue box, and you just click the plus sign, and then you can create your own module. Then you can name it, you can lock it, you can set all this stuff up, and then you can unlock it at a later date. So you can set your class up and not publish it. You can do all your, you know, get it ready and then publish it at a later date. You can also do prerequisite, which Kay Will and I talked about doing this. Like they have to finish one thing before they can go on to the next thing. I'm still using this as like a daily thing. I haven't set up my whole course and how it's going to work, and it's just kind of like flying by the seat of my pants setting this up. But ideally, it would be a great thing to have prerequisites so they can't go forward until they finish the last thing. So you can also lock, like this morning I didn't want anybody to go in, because they'll go in and do stuff ahead of time before you're ready for them to. So I just published my do nows this morning, and so they can't go in and do that until I'm ready for them to do that. Anyway, you can add the module, click on here, add module, and then you'll have just this heading thing. And once you can unpublish it, you can publish it, you can just work on it till you're ready, unpublished module and all items, unpublished module only. You can click on these buttons and it tells you, you can move things up and down here. You can also, like if I create a do now or an assignment in my regular social studies class, I can copy it to, say I want to copy this do now here. I can copy it, wait, I gotta go back. I can copy it, so I waited to publish this. I can unpublish it, except for you can't unpublish it once students have started doing it. But while you're building it is when you add questions. Speed grader is if you have open-ended questions or there's something you need to grade. Otherwise, you can set it up. They're all self-grading, like multiple choice or matching or whatever. Then you can assign it to specific people. Like if you wanted to do some extra work, you could assign it to one particular class or the whole group, or assign to everyone. I'll show you what that looks like. It says assign to everyone. You can also choose, I just want to do it to first period, third period, fourth period, or you can assign it to certain people. So I assigned it to everyone. Then you can set a due date, and after, if they didn't do now today, then after today it's late, and it'll show up on late. So then you can save that. You can also choose available from time to time until what time, and make things unavailable. So you can view progress. I don't use this much, but you can see progress for each kid. Let's see. They've done everything, I guess. Anyway, you can set it up so you can look at that. And then, but just go around and see so here is, I do quizzes and activities a lot in class, and so let's see. This is set up as a quiz. So you when you're adding something, you can in the module you go up here under this plus sign up here. You're already in the module. You add something, and instead of doing an assignment, I add a quiz. That's really important. So add the quiz, and you can also add a file. You can add a page, and I can't remember the difference between a page and a file, but you can add like a PDF or something. And a page, I think it's if you want to have a page where you can put different text on, and you can add a discussion where they have to comment on each other's work, or they can add to the discussion. You can add a text header. You can do an external URL and an external tool. So I do external URL. That's what I did for the ZipGrade and the Power of One survey. But anyway, most of the ones I use for the do nows and for the daily activities are the quiz. So you have to create the quiz. These are all the quizzes I've created. But I just create the new quiz here, and then you create a new quiz name. You just go example quiz, and then you want to group it under assignments, and then you can indent. You can different levels of indentation, so you can organize your page like you want. So add item. So then you'll find it at the last, example quiz. So it's not published yet. You see that it's not until you check that. And then you can increase the indent if I wanted to organize it differently. I can make it go, like as much as I want to indent. So then if I want to send this to the honors class, I can just copy to, and then it says, who do you want to copy it to? Academic enrichment. Then you go down here to social studies honors. And then it's like, okay, where do you want to put it? I want it in that module. Okay, do you want it at the top, before something, after something else, or at the bottom? So you can choose that, and then you just click copy, and it takes a few minutes, but it'll copy it to the other class. So here's the example quiz. Then you click on that, and you can put in a rubric if you want. And then I want this to be 100 points. You can choose the number of points you want. You can choose if you want assignments or create a group or however you want to do that. You can display it as a percentage, complete or incomplete points, letter grade, GPA scale, whatever. And then you can say, I don't know how to sync this. It's supposed to be able to sync with PowerSchool, but I haven't figured out how to make that happen yet. Maybe Shelby County Schools hasn't paid for that part. Anyway, if you want to do an external tool, you can do that, but I haven't. You can find an external tool. Anyway, I'm so assigned to everyone. Due date is today at 11:59. And then you can save and publish. You can save it, or you can start building. And that's where you do your questions. So this is really cool because there are lots of options for building. And they're up here. You've got all these settings, too. You can do different fonts. You can use item banks if you want to create your own item banks. You can do settings. And this is great because you can shuffle answers. You know how kids like to look at each other's things. You can shuffle questions. You just do this, shuffle questions, shuffle answers, one question at a time. You can allow backtracking or not allow backtracking. You can require a student access code and a password. You can do a time limit, which I've started doing with the Do Nows. I've just limit their time to 10 minutes. That means if it just shuts down if they don't do it. Filter IP address, allow calculator if you're a math teacher or you need a calculator. You can allow clearing selection. I don't know what that means. You can show custom feedback with results. And this is also what I do sometimes, is allow multiple attempts so they can go back and correct anything. And then usually I allow 2 attempts, but you can allow unlimited, but that kind of defeats the purpose, for multiple choice. So sometimes I limit it to 1. If it's a test, that you want them to, just with closed book tests, you just limit it to 1. And then you can keep, if you give them to more than 1 attempt, you can let them take the highest score. And then you can also wait, make them wait till the next day to attempt again. You can build on the last attempt. And then you can restrict student result view if you want. Anyway, there's that. Reports. You can look, oh, this is good. I have never seen this. You can do a quiz and item analysis and export CSV, quiz and item analysis, old, and outcomes analysis. And moderate accommodations. Let's see. Time adjust, give additional time. Wow, that's great. I didn't know about that either. All course assessments for the student. Give additional time. All right, that's amazing. And then, so you can go in and put accommodations for all the students. That's amazing. Exports. I guess you can export. I don't know what that means. Export from, I guess you can export it to a spreadsheet. Let's see what that looks like. File folder. Anyway, I don't use that. Okay, so here's my student social studies. So you can see what I put up here. I put a YouTube, I guess this is my YouTube page where you can do the external URL. This is my YouTube textbook page.
China rebuilds its empire.
So they can look at that within Canvas. They can reach that. Let's see, modules. And what else have I got in here? Here's a chapter for lesson 1 vocabulary. This I think I did it as a page. So you can also, they can do an immersive reader and have it read to them aloud if you want.
Chapter 4, Lesson 1 Vocabulary. Chapter 4, Lesson 1,
Imperial China vocabulary.
So there's that. And then, so there's the vocabulary. Then what else have I got here? I've got TCAP practice, vocabulary, do now, exit tickets. So then the exit ticket, I think I did a couple of days ago. In a well-structured paragraph, you can view as a student, explain how Confucianism influenced Chinese society. So this is what the students see, and then they get a text box. So, and there's attempt 1, and I guess there's only 1 attempt allowed. So they can write a paragraph, they can edit it, they can choose their font and their, well, not so much their font, but they can also include images, media, document, tables. They can choose their format. They can choose their font here. Tools, word count, app, find, you could say, give me 1,000 words, and they can look at the word count. They can include a table. So there's that. That's a really good. And you can add comments. You can leave feedback for your, students can submit a comment. Now this is really cool. So I'm going to leave the student view. So when you get to grades, you can click on grades. And what do I have to grade? Here's an exit ticket. Let's see. And it looks like you can tell who hasn't been graded. So this exit ticket, Cornelius Arrington. Landon Adams didn't turn in an exit ticket that day. Let me see. I'll show you. See if it's, if I can make it big so you can see. Where is that? So you can see, okay. So here's this thing called SpeedGrader. When you click on this, so Landon Adams did not turn in anything. But here, Cornelius turned in something, and you click on this little arrow, and it takes you to SpeedGrader. So you can read what he wrote. It tells how late it is, missing, excused. You can leave a comment. Select a student. Okay, so here's, he was missing Confucianism. So I think that's something I didn't add correctly. But here he is late with an exit ticket. So he hasn't turned that one in. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, so this is late. Confucianism has existed for, this is his answer. So if I want to give him 10 points, I'll just give him 10 points for that. And you can add a comment like where, sometimes I copy and paste what they've written and make corrections. You can actually record a video, and you can do speech recognition. You can record your voice, record videos and screen capture with auto caption, and you can also give a file attachment. When I use this, I was teaching AP Human Geography, and I use this a lot to attach the format for document-based questions. So, and then you can download submission comments. You can leave a comment. So you can add a comment, good job, right? Good job. They love that. So submit. So then I've done his. Now you can go up to the arrow here up in the corner and go to the next student. Confucianism, so see what she wrote. And then say 10 points for this. Okay, add a comment. Good job. Okay, submit. So then you can see that SpeedGrader is amazing. Let's see, paper view, plain text view. So paper view. So there you go. This is settings. This is hide grades, or you can go back to the main grade book. And then there is a way, apparently, but I haven't been able to, you can also put stuff on a calendar. And then students can also send you messages within Canvas. I haven't gotten any messages. Oh yeah, this was from 2023 when I used this before. But the kids would send me messages, and there you can see the message thread. My mom was wondering if I could bring a device to school. Hi, Kareem, have a great weekend. I don't know. Anyway, extra credit work because I have a B in your class. And so this kid, I haven't had, this is, I sent him a textbook lesson because for some reason, I don't know. I guess that didn't work very well, but anyway. Anyway, sorry I'm not an expert at it, but I hope this helps. What else? Oh, comments. This is great, especially for, you might find something with social studies, but science, math, you can go to Commons, and it'll take you to another site within Canvas. So here you can say, if you want a specific thing, say Hammurabi's code. How do you spell Hammurabi? Let's say ancient Egypt. I don't know how to spell Hammurabi. Ancient Egypt. Ancient China. E-G-Y-P-T. Okay, ancient Egypt. Okay, here's 7th and 8th grade. Sometimes you're lucky enough. Here's 6th grade social studies. You can also look up Tennessee. This is universal. This is not just Tennessee 6th grade social studies. And then maybe some 6th grade social studies in East Tennessee. Here's North Carolina social studies. Here's just 6th grade social studies. But you can see what other people have done. And some of these, like this person has had 776 downloads. You can download a whole course, or you can download some things. And anyway, you can go in and see what it is. It's labeled as a course. So you can see what course introduction, who am I, assignment, who are you. This is their whole first. So this person didn't get very far. But anyway, you can, and then say you want to do science, Tennessee 6th grade science. It doesn't say 6th grade, it doesn't say, so here's a page, 6th grade science page, and I don't know what they've got on there, nothing. It looks like you just started it. Howard County Public Schools, wherever that is. But here, these people have courses, and here's a module, and I don't know what that 6th grade science module, whatever that is. Some IXL 6th grade science. Some of these are really good. I mean, they're like really professionally done, seemingly, and some of them aren't. People get started and they just leave it. But it's worth looking at. But also seeing how many fans they have or how many times it's been downloaded. This has 22 likes and 131 downloads. Some of them have thousands of downloads. So it's worth, here's Crystal Harper, has had 200 downloads. And here's the introduction of cells, what is cell theory, assignment, cell theory quiz, group project. You can download that whole darn thing. Level of organization, Kahoot online, hierarchical quiz. And then here's a Canvas guide for instructors. Yeah. So you can look up that. So it tells you about Canvas Studio, Canvas. Here, I'll send you all this link. Canvas comments, credentials and badges. You can give kids badges. Canvas LMS, Canvas Studio. Let's see what else. So the Commons is great. The studio, I can't remember. I've never used that, I don't think. I can't remember exactly what it is. But you can search around and create a studio capture, a screencast-o-matic, and you can add media. So I guess you can add videos and stuff and create your stuff. Course collections. I didn't remember doing that, but I don't know. And then you can do, go back to, then you can always go to settings. Where are my courses? Here's social studies. Okay, so you can import existing content. You can import from Commons. You can do these course streams, new announcement, new analytics, course notifications, and you can see on the right what you have left to do. You can create a syllabus. You can create rubrics. You can create assignments, files, discussions. I haven't done discussions. I might do that soon so kids can collaborate. Collaborations, let's see what that looks like. Start a new collaboration using Google Docs, Microsoft Office. Oh, and it just look at that. It populates your class. Crazy. Anyway, in Word or in Excel or PowerPoint. That's cool. Anyway, there's lots to do here, and let's see what's over here. I guess that just takes out, minimizes the menu. Anyway, enjoy. I hope this helps. Call me if you need me. I'll be happy to sit down with you and with a laptop and go over things, and hope it helps. But you can always view as a student if you're not sure how it's going to look for them. And then people, it'll tell you who's all in your classes. It takes a couple of, it gives you their email addresses. It gives you, let's see, Kenley Coleman. Say, you can look at her grades. Oh, this is the other thing that's cool. You can email the kid within Canvas. You can look at their grades. You can print their grades if they're not turning stuff in. Here, this is a report that will print, and you can send it to parents. And it says, you're like, look, if you want to know why your kid has an F in my class, look at all this stuff that's missing. Right? So, and then it tells exactly when they did it. So there's no discussion. That's a great feature. Anyway, so I think at the end of, I think actually I might retire. I think you can archive stuff, or at least hide it. Let's see. You can also share your own stuff to Commons. I might. I don't know. I don't know how to. Let's see. I might archive some of this stuff so it cleans, so I can clean up my page, because it's getting to be kind of crazy. Anyway, enjoy. Let me know if you need me, and I hope it helps. Talk to you later. Bye.